Hey kids, Mr. Snyder here. So I wanted to give you guys a week 3 workout for at home. And I know last week we worked on our legs a lot and our core muscles. So this time we're going to work on our arm muscles and our core muscles because our core is very important for keeping us balanced and keeping our center of gravity perfect for all those exercises we're doing at home and in school. So let's talk about our muscle groups that we're going to be using today. And if you remember last week, I drew on the board. We had our stick guy there that I drew his muscles and color coordinated everything. So today, let's not have a drawing, let's just talk about it in person. So if I'm looking at my bicep muscle, that's my muscle on my arm here on the top. I said if I was pulling anything towards me or lifting anything, it's going to be using my bicep muscle. If I'm pushing things away from me, it's going to be my tricep muscle. That's that muscle that runs down the back of your arm right here. So if I pull my sleeve up, you can see right here that line. That's going to be the bottom of my tricep muscle. Using those in push-ups when you're pulling up, doing pull-ups, chin-ups, using the pegboard behind me, those types of things are going to work on our arms a lot. So I have a chair here. See if we can get it in focus. Might have to move this down a little bit. So we have this chair, and I'm going to use this chair. So you can use a chair at home or a couch or an ottoman or anything like that, and we can use it to do, look, we're going to sit in the chair, but we're going to do a tricep dip. So we did these before on my other videos last year, so if you had me last year, you remember. We hold on to the edge of the chair, hold our bottom off the chair, and then we can dip down, bring this back up, down, back up, down, back up. Now, those are called dips, so tricep dips. So we're working on our tricep muscle there. We're working on our chest and our shoulder muscles as well. So let's do a few of those. Again, I'm going to hold myself off the edge of the chair as if I'm sitting in the chair, but I'm not. Lower myself down. Nice and slow. You don't want to rush this because you don't want to hurt anything. All right, that's 10. Now, again, you're going to feel it in your tricep muscles, your back, and your shoulders. A little bit across your chest as well. But you want to make sure that you're lowering yourself down and pushing yourself back up with your arms. Don't use your legs for this. Just have your legs there to hold your bottom in place, and then you're going to be lowering yourself down with your arms. All right, now let's move on to our next exercise here. We can still use this chair. We're going to be in a push-up position. Okay, so we're going to be holding ourselves up in a push-up position. Okay, like this. You're going to lower yourself down, just like this. You can use again, you can use the couch, or you can use an ottoman or a chair. Okay, so that's 5 of them. I'm going to do some more before I keep going, but I'm going to explain it to you. So our push-ups that we do flat on the ground, they use our whole body because we're holding ourselves up with our legs, our core, our back, engaging all of our muscles. Now, we're going to make it a little bit more difficult for our upper body here by doing an incline push-up. So we're inclined because our feet are on the floor and our hands and our upper body are in the air. So by pushing off of that chair with my arms, contracting, pushing off slowly, I'm really going to feel it in my biceps, my chest, my shoulders, and my back. Okay, so again, hold on to the chair. Make sure you're not doing this on a slippery surface. You don't want to slide and fall into the chair. You're going to do 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now I'm doing those. I'm feeling it in my arms. I'm feeling it in my chest. I'm feeling it in my back. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure, again, you're not doing anything slippery. You don't want it to fall out from under you. But that's going to be making it a little bit harder for you incline push-ups. Now, let's flip that around, put our feet on the chair, and we'll do a decline push-up. So our hands will be on the floor, but our feet are going to be up on the chair. So it's going to look like this. Keep my feet up here, and keep my body down on the ground. And I'm going to lower myself down, picking myself up. Okay, so did 10 of those, 10 decline push-ups. Now my head is down towards the ground, my feet are on the chair, so they're opposite of the incline, working my arm muscles still, my biceps, my triceps, really getting my shoulders and my back engaged as well as my chest muscles. Keep your core tight so you don't dip your bottom or keep your bottom too high in the air, just like a regular push-up. Go ahead and give those a try. Now, if you're feeling a little bit too much in your arms, it's really making you tired, it's really making it difficult for you, you can just do regular push-ups. Again, still working our upper body, still working our arms. We can also just do a plank position. So if we move this chair out of the way, I'm going to get down here and I can do a regular push-up. So I'm keeping my back flat, going down, coming back up. Now, my back's flat. My arms are a little bit further than shoulder width apart. And I'm taking my time. I'm lowering myself down slow, pushing back up. It's not a race. I'm not trying to do my push-ups really fast here. I'm taking my time, controlling my movements, really feeling my muscles engage here. So that's what you want to do as well. Now, if we can also just hold a plank position, and we'll hold ourselves up, engaging our core muscles, working on those shoulders, backs, and arms. Hold it for 30 seconds or however long you can. Again, like I said before in class, you can do it during a commercial break. All right, good. Now, we worked on our cores, we worked on our chest, we worked on our arms. Now, let's take a break, let's get some water, make sure you're breathing, make sure you're cooling yourself down, not overworking yourself. All right, kids, so here we go. We're still working on our upper body, but I'm going to talk about doing some bicep curls. So bicep curl, working on our bicep muscle, that muscle right here on the front of our arm. And we're going to hold on to our weights and we're going to curl our arms up. And as we're curling our arms up, we're contracting them slowly, expanding them slowly. Now, I'm just using some timers here. They have some sand in them. They have a little bit of weight to them, but anything we have a can of soup at home or a book or something with weight that you can hold in your hand nice and easy. Again, if you find an empty milk container or a milk jug filled with water, it's got a handle on it, you can hold on to it, and you can do this exact thing while you're at home using those containers. So if you look at my hands, I'm holding on to this. Watch my bicep muscle here as I contract it up. It's gonna shrink on my arm, and it's gonna expand on my arm when I let go of it. Now, the longer I bring it up and the slower I let it out, the more my muscles are working to fight that weight from dragging my hands down as fast as it can, because that weight wants to pull you down and straighten out your arms. So if you're pulling against that weight and then pushing down against that weight, you're working on that bicep muscle. Your tricep muscles are doing a little bit of work too. So again, if I turn to this side, you can see this arm, same thing, contracting, expanding, face on, pull in, push out, pull in, push out. Now, like I said, these aren't that heavy. They just have some sand in them because they're a weighted timer that I flip upside down. Sand runs out, timer runs out. So if we do a couple of those per arm, let's do 10 on each arm. I'm going to do 10 together just to make it a little bit faster for the video. So here we go. Up, down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Now, you want to keep your elbows into your sides. Keeping your elbows tight to your sides is going to make your arm muscles work even better. If you're out here, it's kind of not really controlled. Your arms can kind of fling around however you want. So keep your arms tight to your sides. Now, we're going to talk about some chest and shoulder exercises because we're working on our body today. So if we hold on to these weights that we're using for our bicep curls, we can hold them out in front of us and we can do what's called a shoulder fly. So a shoulder fly, you're expanding your arm, pulling it in, expanding, pulling it in. Now, we did these in our last video. I didn't have any weights, so I just did them freely. So again, you can see the difference. All right, so as you expand and contract, try to keep your arms straight, don't fling them all over the place, or drop one down like that. It's getting light because the sand's running out on me, so we're going to stop those, but those are called shoulder flies, coming out, pulling them back together. So again, something simple as my weighted timers here with sand in them are great for exercise because I can hold on to them and it's a visual aid, and it's also helping me because it has some weight to it. So if you use a can of soup or a box of tissues or a box of something else, cereal, maybe something more weight to it than tissues, that's going to help you to build muscle, and it's also going to be a visual aid for something in your hand, and it's not just, working with the air. So good job today. Again, we worked on our upper body, so we worked on our bicep muscle. This is that muscle here. Worked on our tricep muscle, our chest, our shoulders, and our back. So give those a try. Rewatch the video. Keep it up. You guys are doing a great job. And remember, keeping the proper form, doing it at a slow, steady pace for yourself, and worrying about your body and not anybody else's. That's what's really going to show you guys the results that you need, and it's going to get you guys out there, being active, staying physical, and count it for your gym time. So remember, 150 minutes a week, and put this in your log if you use it. Thanks, guys. See you later.